Okay, ladies, I want to show you something so cool, especially for math to make life easier when you are doing lines and you want to write and you want to use the paper that's already there for the choices. When you're making shapes for our geometry unit when we were doing 2D shapes. So I'm just going to go into my test folder at the bottom here, go to my unit test, and I'm going to add by going to the right hand corner at the top where the pencil and the paper, and it's going to open a new page. I try to get into this habit to put a title right away because then when I want to go back and look for something specific, the title is there. If you look at the top here, it says Note October 16th, 2020. I'm going to click and I'm going to erase that. So let's say I was doing 2D shapes. I'm going to put 2D shapes and then I can go back to it specifically looking for that title. Okay, watch this. You're going to love this. This is for obviously Division 1 because we do a lot of this. So I'm going to use my pencil. I'm going to do a circle and I'm going to try to make a circle that's not so straight. If I hold my pencil before I join it and hold it down, there you go, a perfectly shaped circle. And I can make it big by holding on one of the blue squares. I can make it small. I can duplicate it. So if I'm doing my patterns, repeating patterns, I could do that. Then maybe I'm going to change that. And notice how it went yellow. I'm going to explain to you what happened there. Look, there are other colors. I'm going to do a square now, but I'm going to change the color. So now I'm going to do purple. It's not a perfect square, but if I hold it, I have a perfect square. Now if I hold on to this, I can click on style and change it. I could change the stroke, which is the line, outside line. I can change the interior color of the shape, and now it is blue. I can click on the blue squares. I can make it smaller. I can make it larger. Okay. If I'm wanting now to write a sentence, I can do a line real quickly, hold my pencil down, and now I have a perfect line. I can make the line smaller by holding the pencil. I can make it larger. I could change and go the opposite direction. So like, look at all these cool things. It makes life easier. And then now I can actually write perfectly on my line. So voici trois cercles et un triangle. Carré. Silly me. What am I thinking? Right up by the highlighters, the eraser. Obviously, you can tell it's been a long week and it is late. All right. Now, notice how that's not straight. I'm going to go to the arrow, which is kind of like a back arrow up here. Click and it gets rid of that. Now I'm going to go and try to make that straight. Hold it. And there's my straight line. So voici trois cercles et un rectangle. Okay. Now, before this whole COVID thing, I would usually make mistakes on purpose. And this is great for class management because I would always choose students who were sitting quiet and say, "Oh, wow, regarde, little Bobby qui ne parle pas. Bobby, peux-tu m'aider? Madame a fait des erreurs." So especially if I was doing les majuscules et les points, or I forgot to put the S. So if I just kind of erase that quickly and erase that, and I'm going to put the no majuscule, and I could say, "Okay, Bobby, voici le stylo, montre-moi. Peux-tu corriger les erreurs de madame?" Bobby can choose a different color, or he can choose the highlighter, and then he could highlight Madame's erreur. Ah, Madame, tu as oublié la lettre majuscule. Il y a trois cercles, tu as besoin d'un S. Tu as oublié de mettre le point. And then Bobby can choose a color, and he can fix my mistakes. And all the kids that were not listening I was going to do an S there, so I'm going to erase. It's un rectangle, and I wanted to put my period, le point. All the kids that were talking and not paying attention suddenly are listening and all want to turn. It's perfect, especially those chatterboxes. They stop right away in their shoes because they all want the Apple Pencil. So now I always try to use it even with COVID. And I just take my little sanitizer in between kids as I'm passing the iPad along with my Apple Pencil. I sanitize and then I pass it on to the next kid. Still works. It is an extra step, but that's okay. All right. Hope you have fun trying this on your iPad because you're going to love it.